On the y-axis, it's life expectancy, which was in the 20s and 30s. Worldwide average was 37. Schubert and Mozart died in their 30s, and that was typical. There was no understanding of the germ theory of disease, no sanitation, no antibiotics. Life was short and brutish and pretty violent, although not as violent as, say, the 16th century. But let's see what happened. So this was the early part of the Industrial Revolution, started in the textile industry in England. A few countries are experimenting with it. But as we get to the 20th century, you'll see a wind that carries all of these countries towards the upper right-hand part of the graph. The have-have-not divide does not go away. The wealthier countries are better off than the poorer countries. But at the end of this process, the countries that are worst off are far better off than the countries that were best off at the beginning of the process. And I shouldn't say end of the process because it's not ending. It's going into high gear, particularly now that more and more industries and technologies are becoming information technologies. So not every technology is an information technology. All of health and medicine was not up until just recently. We see the same thing in education. We are destroying jobs at the bottom of the skill ladder, adding new jobs at the top of the skill ladder, and we're adding more education. We spend 10 times as much per capita on K through 12 per child that we did 100 years ago. We had 50,000 college students in 1870. We have over 10 million today. Average years of schooling, you can see the have-have-not divide, but it has tripled in the developing world. It's doubled in the developed world. There's kind of a constant gap, but they're both moving in the right direction. So this is what we've accomplished in longevity and related health technologies before health and medicine was an information technology. As we master the information processes underlying our biology, as we can deliver nanotechnology as we can deliver biotechnology with nanotechnology, as we increase our intelligence by merging with artificial intelligence, this will go into high gear. And these technologies are a double-edged sword. We have lived, ever since I was born, in a world where there is an existential meltdown scenario that didn't exist before my time. We've had technology that's been a double-edged sword ever since fire, which kept us warm and cooked our food, but also burned down our villages. But I'm accused of being an optimist, and I'm optimistic we'll make it through. I'm not as optimistic that we'll avoid all painful scenarios, but I do think intelligence is a good thing to bring greater health, wealth, and other harbingers of happiness to humankind.